So for today's practice, if you find a block helpful, especially when we're getting into deep twists, then you might want to have the block handy, but it's not essential. So don't worry if you haven't got one. But we're going to warm up a little bit, get the body moving. I'm going to use the hot pod flow to help us do that, and then see how we can get a little bit deeper into twists and just play with that, see how it feels. So let's start in a wide leg child's pose with your knees open, your toes touching, and then you can just relax in between your legs and let your forehead settle into the floor. So whatever you've been doing today, see if you can let that go now. Okay, bring yourself into this moment. Okay, see how it feels to sit the hips back into the heels. See how the back is, the legs, the feet. And as always, just slowing the breathing down. The body inflating with the breath in. And the body deflating, coming back to the center as you breathe out. You only get the most out of this practice if you manage to stay on your mat physically and mentally for the whole 45 minutes. So no doubt your mind will wander at times. Just be aware of it when it happens and bring your awareness back. But try and avoid stepping off the mat if you can. Start to get into that routine of once you're on the mat, once the class has started, that's where you stay. And no doubt the mind will step off the mat every now and then, but it's just noticing it and then bringing it back that's important. But we can't control stepping off the mat. So maybe make that your focus. If that has become a little habit for you, maybe that's your focus for today. So just take the hands over to the right side. We're going to see how it feels there through the left side. You might want to put the left hand on top of the right hand and lean your body into that left side. Take a big breath in, feel that expansion all through from the shoulder blade down to the hip. And then bringing the hands back through center, take them over to the other side. There's a right hand on top of left hand. And then breathing and leaning into the right side. And then just bringing the hands back to the center. Spend one more moment here. Maybe those hips are starting to ache a little bit now. Let's take a big deep breath in. And a long breath out. Walk your hands back to your knees. All right, and then bring your knees together. So you're now sat onto your heels. We'll take the arms up to the sky. Catch hold of the fingers. Just interlace the fingers and turn the palms face up. And you're going to lift the hips up and then let them fall over towards the right side. So you're sitting your outer right hip down onto the floor. And then just lean over towards the left side. Okay, so just check in with how that feels there. Think about how you're crunching this left side and stretching the right side. Coming up through center, lift the hips up and then take them over to the other side. And as you lean over to the right, see how you're crunching this right side and lengthening the left side. So it's nice and easy to feel it here in this shape. So remember how it feels as we find it in other shapes. So Lifting it all the way back, heels onto the floor. Hips onto your heels. As you exhale, round into your back, chin to chest, lower the arms. And then lift the arms up, tilt the pelvis forwards, feel that length. Okay. And again, as you exhale, round into the back, tuck in the tail, chin to chest, push the hands away. And then lift the arms up, tilt the pelvis forwards, lift the chest up. Good, you can release the hands down, give the shoulders a little shake, maybe 3 circles one way, and then circle them the other way. Okay, I'll come up onto all fours. Take a few cat-cows, let's just get the spine moving, letting the belly sink, lifting the head, chest up, and then rounding into the back, chin to chest. Okay, 2 more of them. Just going with your flow. Rounding into the back. So feel the stretch of your spine, maybe the day melting away there. Again, belly sink, lifting the head, chest up, and then rounding into the back, chin to chest. Okay, so come back to neutral. So remember the crunch now of the sides. So rather than tucking and lifting the tailbone up, think about bringing your left hip towards your left rib cage. Yeah, so see if you can find that stretch, or that squeeze that you had just now as we just sat on the heels. Good. Now keep that crunch and extend your right leg back, toes tuck under, and then move your right foot over towards the left side. You want to tuck those toes under, push the feet into the floor, and keep crunching the left side. Hold it there, breathe in. And if everything feels all right here, keep pushing into the left hand and reach your right fingers towards the left side. So you're still crunching that left side, stretching the right. One more breath. Good. Bringing the right hand back and bringing the right knee back. Lower the knee down and take a cat-cow. Belly sinks, lift the head, chest up. And then round into the back, chin to chest. Come back to neutral. Same on the other side now. Try and bring your right hip towards your right shoulder. Yeah, towards your right rib cage. So you're getting the obliques fired up. You're getting the side body fired up. We'll hold it there. You can extend your left leg back. Keep the right hip moving to the right shoulder. And then help it by taking your left foot over towards the right side. See if you can really get deeper into that right side crunch. Breathing in, push into your left toes. Good, and as you breathe out, push into the right hand, send the left hand over to the right side. All right, so keep feeling the crunch of the right side. Breathing in. And breathing out. Yeah, left hand comes back and lower the left knee back next to the right. Cat-cow to shake it out. Let the belly sink and lift the head, chest up. And then exhale, round into the back, chin to chest. Good, so now tuck your toes under. Lift the hips up and back into a half down dog. Knees are bent. Try that little side body crunch here. Left hip towards left rib cage. Right hip towards right rib cage. Okay, and switch from side to side there. Fire up the obliques. Fire up the sides. And then start to make that into a little step. So you're squeezing the heels down one by one. Getting the legs moving, hamstrings, ankles, calves. All right, and then come up onto your toes, nice and high. Bring yourself forwards into a plank pose. That's it, nice. Now drop both heels to the right side. So feel that right side, get a little bit of a crunch there. Keep the left hand on the floor and carefully lower the right hip down towards the floor. And then push the hip back up. Good, lift the heels up. Swing the heels over to the left side. Keep the right hand down, slowly lower the left hip towards the floor. And then lift the hips right back up. Good, lift the heels up, come into your plank pose. And then elbows brush the rib cage. Take it down, chaturanga. Come through into a cobra up dog, lift the head, chest up. And then take it all the way up and back into your downward facing dog. Nice big breath in. Send those sit bones up to the sky and a long breath out. Cool, guys. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Now, if you want the block here, if you can't rest your hands on the floor, you can have the block underneath your hands. Inhale, lift the head and chest up, do a halfway lift. Feel the sit bones lift up high. And then exhale, fold, nice heavy head. How does it feel today? Inhale, lift the head, chest up, and place your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Bend your right leg. Left arm goes out to the side and then twist the chest towards the left side. All right, now the right hand can be on a block. Twist the chest towards the left side without taking the right hip with you. Yeah, so imagine you're pushing both buttocks into the wall. Yes, you won't take that right hip or that right buttock off the wall. One more breath as you twist. Maybe you can take the left hand around your back and hook the left hand, around the right thigh as you try and open up the chest and put a little bit more weight into your toes. Good, release, lower the hands down. Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen, a little bend in both legs. And then exhale and fold. Inhale, lift the head, chest up. So now left hand underneath the left shoulder. You can be on your fingertips. You can be hands on the block. Bend the left leg. Take your right arm out to the side. Push down through the left hand to twist. All right, imagine the hips are level now. Don't let the left knee jut forward too much. Squeeze the left hip back. Try and twist from the belly button. And then if you like, take the right hand around your back and the fingers get around that left thigh. And that's helping you then to draw the left hip back. Yeah, keeping those hips in line and opening up the right shoulder. Breathing in. And then breathing out, release. Both knees slightly bent, hands to the floor. Push down through your feet as you roll all the way up into standing. Press the palms together, lift the arms up, thighs forwards, counter pose it. And then exhale, fold and hinge. Walk your hands all the way to the top of the mat. Let your heels fall to the right side. Squeeze the right side. Lower your right thigh towards the floor. And then lift the hips up. Lift the heels up, let them fall towards the left. Lower the outer left thigh towards the floor. Just see how it feels. Lift the hips back up. Lift the heels up. And then elbows brush the ribcage. Drop those knees if you need to. Come through into your cobra up dog. Good, meet me in downward facing dog. Big breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, sit bones up to the sky. Good, so check in so far. Has your mind wandered off the mat? And don't worry if it has. It's just good to notice it. Notice when it happens. Okay, lift the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and open up the head. Let's flow through the hot pod flow just to get warm. Right foot inside right thumb. Come through into your high lunge. Lift your arms up. Drop the back heel 45. Adjust your front foot. Find warrior 2. Spread, spread, spread the fingers. Excellent. Flip the front palm. Reach it forward. Take it back. As you go back, feel this right side. We've already stretched it. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Big circle with the left arm up and over your head. Lands on the floor, front foot to the back. Elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. Come through into that cobra up dog. That's it. Flow with it. Take it up and back, down dog. And inhale, left leg lifts up. Bend the knee, squeeze the heel into the palm, open the hip. Left foot inside left thumb. Once you land there, come up, high lunge. Tail is tucking, stretching the right thigh. Drop the back heel 45, adjust your front foot. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back. Now you've already stretched this left side. How does it feel? The left hand comes down. Big circle, right arm up and over. Heel lifts up at the back, front foot to the back. Your vinyasa, elbows brush rib cage. Come through into that cobra, up dog, lift the chest up, excellent. Take it up and back, downward dog. Breath in through your nose, breath out through the mouth. Keep flowing, right leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip, squeeze the heel into the bum. That's super important there. Right foot next to your right thumb. Bounce straight from there into your high lunge. Confident, strong legs, excellent. Ground the back heel 45, adjust your front foot. Find that warrior two shape. Make sure that front knee is above the ankle. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back and breathe into the right side. Inhale. Good, as you exhale, straighten your right leg now. Bring your right hand onto your right shin, keeping the leg straight, pushing that left hip away. Rest your right hand on the shin here. Left arm up to the sky. Good, get into it. Hold it there, breathing in, look up to the left hand. Take your left arm up and over your head. Twist the right rib cage towards the left side. We want both sides of the body long here, no crunching of the waist. Looking down, bend your front knee, come back, warrior two. Is that front knee over the front ankle? Have a look. Right hand comes down, big circle, left arm comes up and over your head, front foot to the back. Find your vinyasa, elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. Come through into that cobra, up dog. Good, meet me in a downward facing dog, lovely. Keep flowing, keep moving. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Squeeze the heel into the bum, open up the hip. Left foot lands inside left thumb. Rebound from there, straight into your high lunge. Tucking the tail, lift the arms up. Good, the back heel drops 45, open up into your warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards. How good does it feel there through the left side? Good, straightening the left leg, lifting your arms up and over. Come into triangle. Now rest your left hand on your shin for this moment. Twist left rib cage to the right, right arm up to the sky. Good, squeeze those legs together. Good, can you take your right arm up and over your head? Imagine both sides of the body long, long, long here. Inhale, good, twist, twist, twist. And then exhale, looking down, come back into your warrior two. Left hand comes down, touch the floor. Big circle, right arm comes up and over. Front foot to the back. Go with your flow. Elbows brush the rib cage. Good, come through into that cobra, up dog. Nice, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in, fill yourself up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good, last flow, right leg lifts up. Bend the knee, squeeze the heel into the bum. Imagine you're squeezing something between your calf and your thigh. Bring your right foot inside your right hand. Come through, high lunge. Now can you sink down deeper? Yes, make sure that right foot, knee is above the right ankle. Ground the back heel, open up the front foot. Yes, fine warrior two. Just check in with that front leg there, Hazel. Maybe slide it out further towards the front of the mat. Yeah, good. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards. Take it back, breathe into the right side. Inhale. Good, exhale, straighten the front leg. Squeeze your legs together. Good, come into triangle. Now, can you go a bit deeper in your triangle now? Push the left hip away. Right hand could be on a block or inside your front ankle, your right ankle. Yeah, maybe right hand on the shin was fine. Twist the right rib cage towards that left side. Both sides of the body long, no crunching. Left arm up and overhead. Squeeze your legs towards each other, yeah, towards each other. Inhale. Good, exhale, looking down. Rebend the front leg, come back, warrior two. All right, right forearm onto your thigh, or right hand inside right foot, right hand on the block, left arm up and over your head. Breathe in. Can you squeeze your right hip back towards the left hip? And then try and bring your right rib cage to the left side. One more breath. Good. Looking down, take the left hand down. Right hand over to the right side. Heel up at the back, front foot to the back. Okay, make sure the head doesn't drop first as the elbows bend. Keep that head in line with the spine. Come through cobra, up dog. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. How does that feel in your bodies? Last time, left leg lifts up. Bend the knee, squeeze the heel into the bum. Can you send that knee up high, high to the sky? Left foot lands inside left thumb. Come through into your high lunge. You're warm now, so get down nice and deep. Feel the tuck. Feel the stretch to the right thigh. And then drop the back heel, open up to your warrior two shape. Flip the front palm, reach forwards and then take it back. Feel the stretch. Now we're crunching on the right side, stretching on the left side. Breathing in. Good. Breathing out, straightening your left leg. Come into warrior two. Where can you put this left hand? Yeah, on your shin is fine. Maybe your left hand is inside your left foot. Maybe it's behind your left foot. Wherever you are, right arm up and over your head. Try and feel no crunching in the side body now. Yeah, so both sides long. Inhale. Excellent. Good. Can you take your chin up to your top arm there, Tom? Yeah, that's it. Squeeze your legs together a little bit more. And then looking down, bend your front knee, come back, warrior two. Side angle, two options, forearm fine, or left hand inside left foot. Maybe left hand on a block. Right hand to the sky, and then up and over your head. Yes. Push your knee away from your arm. Yes, draw it away from the arm. Twist the left rib cage towards the right side. Tuck your tail. Squeeze your legs together. Hold it here. One more breath. And then lower your right hand down. Left hand over to the left side. Front foot to the back. Keep the head in line with the spine. The elbows bend. Keep the heels pushing back. Nice. Come through to that cobra up dog. Lovely. Take it up and back into your downward facing dog. Woo. Big breath in. Open mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Good. Bend your knees and look forwards. Jump or step your feet inside your hands. Once you get there, take a halfway lift and lengthen. And once you're there, can you take more weight into your toes? Yeah, it's like you're going to fall over the edge. And then keep the weight in the toes as you fold forwards and see how that sends the sit bones up higher. There is a little bend in your legs. Push down through your feet and then come up to standing. Well done. We all okay? Take a moment. I'm going to lift the arms up to the sky. Yeah, good. Take your left hand by your left side and then lean up and over towards the left side. Your right arm going over towards the left side. So now you're really crunching this left side of the body, stretching the right side. Can you feel the weight through both feet? Inhale. Good, and as you exhale, just bend both knees. Yes, keeping that stretch to the right side. All right, so this is a little bit different. Bring your right hand just onto the outer left leg, and then take your left arm out towards the back, lift the chest up. You're still sinking down into the knees. Yes, you're still feeling the weight in your heels. See if you can lift that chest up. Inhale. Good, as you exhale, take your right arm out to the front of the mat. Keep twisting. Is your right hip going with you? Can you squeeze it back? Good, bring your hands heart center, and then right elbow to outer left leg. Push the palms together, lengthen your spine now as you twist. Chin up to the top shoulder. Good, look down to your feet. Come up onto your right toes. Now there's two options here. Squeeze your right heel into your bum as you squeeze your knees together. Otherwise, just try and edge the foot off the floor. Maybe it comes off and you pop it back down. Hold it wherever you are for 5. Squeeze the heel into the bum. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly extend your right leg to the back of the mat. That left leg really working hard for you. Once you get there, take the hands either side front foot and lower the right knee to the floor. Release the right toes. How do we feel? Yeah. Lift your arms up, come up into a low lunge. Settle into that stretch there. Take your left hand towards your right leg. Maybe you can rest the hand on the leg and then start to lean it back. Hands sliding down the back of the leg. Feel the stretch. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Right elbow comes onto the outer left leg. Left arm comes up and over. Press your palms together. Now, how does that feel? Is that enough there? Okay. Can you go a little bit deeper? Give it a go. Hands come onto your thigh. Lift your chest up. Maybe come up and out of the pose a little bit. Slide your right arm outside your left leg. This is where you could put a block underneath your hand. Yeah. If you want to bring the palms together as we did earlier, that's fine. Left arm out to the side. Yeah. Or keep those palms pressing together. Hold it there. It's a bit of a twist. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Option. This is an option. Left arm up and over your head. Breathe in. That's it. Good. Breathe out. Try and twist a little bit more. Coming up to standing, twisting towards the left side. I know those legs are hurting. Reach the fingers to the back and the front. Left hand on your right leg and lean it back straight into your right leg. Breathe in. Good. And then breathe out. Right hand comes down. Big circle. Left arm up and over. How's those legs? Front foot to the back. Elbows brush the rib cage. Hover down. Come into a cobra, up dog. Meet me in downward facing dog. Wiggle and shake it out. And once you had a little wiggle, take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Push through the hands, try and lengthen what you've worked. Bend the knees and look forwards. Jump your feet inside the hands. Inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, unfold, heavy head, weight into your toes. Good, start to roll your way up, push down to come up. And take your arms up to the sky. Well done. Take your right hand along your right side of the body and then lift up and over towards the left side. Okay, so spend a moment just stretching out this left side, crunching the right side. Breathing in and breathing out. Feel both feet firmly into the floor. As you bend the knees, you're still leaning towards this right side. All right, so this is a little bit awkward. Left hand onto the outer right leg. And then right arm towards the back of the mat. See if you can lift your chest up. Don't bring your left hip with you. Yes, it's a little bit awkward. See where you can get to here. Can you take your left fingers to the front of the mat, sitting down as deep as you can into your heels? And then bring your palms together, left elbow outside your right leg. Push your palms together, lengthen your spine now. Inhale, chin up towards the top elbow. And exhale, as you push down for your right hand, can you bring your chest, the center of your chest, to the thumbs? Looking down for balance, come onto your left toes. Now you're welcome to stay here. Just try and take the weight off the left foot, maybe placing it back down, or bring the left heel into your bum. Squeeze the knees together for balance. Hold it there for 5. Keep twisting the upper body. 4, 3, squeeze that heel in, find the strength in the hamstring. And then slowly extend the left leg all the way to the back of the mat. So you could do little jumps with that left foot to get it to the back of the mat, or one smooth extension. All right, once the toes touch the floor, Hands come down. Lower your left knee down. You can sigh here if you want. Take your arms up to the sky. So stretch out what you've worked. Breathe in. Good. As you breathe out, take your right hand. You can rest it on the left leg or somewhere near there. And then start to lean it back, left arm up and over your head. Yeah, are you finding a little bit more space? Inhale. Good, and exhale. Bringing yourself back. Now left elbow can go onto the right leg. Press your palms together. Come into this twist again. Hold it here. Now this might be enough, or you're going to go a bit deeper. Hands can come onto the thigh. Push down to get taller. Lift yourself up and out of the floor. And slide your left arm outside your right leg. Now hands can go on the floor, or they can go on the block. Or you can come back to where we were. Right arm up to the sky and start to twist the chest towards the right. Breathe into the awkwardness. Yes? Make sure your front knee is over that front ankle. Inhale. That's it, nice. Good, get back into it if you can. And as you exhale, tap your back toes and lift your back knee up off the floor. This is an option. Take your right arm up and over your head. One more breath, guys. Right arm comes up, left arm comes up, so your high lunge towards the right side. Right hand onto the left leg, left arm up and over your head. Breathe into it. And the left hand comes down, big circle, right arm up and over. Thank goodness we take the right foot to the back of the mat. Elbows brush the rib cage, take it down. Cobra up dog, lift it up. And then take it up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, send those sit bones up high to the sky. Good, without all that lovely newfound length and strength. Come up high onto your toes, roll yourself forwards into plank. Can both heels fall to the right. Slowly lower the right hip towards the floor. Is there more space there? Lift it right back up, plank. Heels lift up, let them fall to the left. And again, slowly lower the left thigh towards the floor. Good, lift it back up. Heels come up, lower the knees. Sit back into your heels. Take a moment, child's pose. Well done. How do you feel? Yeah? Has your mind jumped off the mat? Has your body jumped off the mat? Stay with it. Stay with all the sensations. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, up onto all fours. Let's make the most of these lovely, warm, mobile bodies. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up and back, down dog. Right leg lifts up to the sky, bend the knee and open up the hip. All right, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the knee in and extend it towards the left side. You're on the edge of your left foot, you're on the ball of your right toes. Draw your chest forwards. Option to stay here or left arm forwards. Breathing in and breathing out. Good, lower your left hand down. Now bring your right knee to your right wrist and rest your shin on the floor. It looks like pigeon, but it's not. Okay, so lower your left knee to the floor and move your left toes over to the right side. Undo your feet. Okay, so it's a little bit strange. Give yourself a bit of time to get into it. Come onto your fingertips. Push down through both legs and then lift your arms up. Well done. How's that feel there? You're going to catch hold of your right wrist with your left hand and lean over towards the left. Yeah, so feel the right side stretch. And then from there, as an option, take your left hand onto your left calf. If you want, use your block. Left hand onto the block, reach the right arm up and over your head. Yeah, so see what suits you here. Left hand on the shin if you can, breathing in and breathing out. Squeeze everything towards each other. Good. Right hand comes down, back in front of that right knee. Left hand comes down, or opposite it. Extend your left leg back, and you get your pigeon. Walk your hands forwards. All right, have a little look at your right foot. Try and bring it now closer to your left heel. Yeah, so normally we're always encouraging this right foot to the top of the mat. And now bring it in. Yeah, so lower down. You're going to slide your left arm underneath your body to the right. This might be enough right here. Or take your right hand, slide it around your back. See if you can find your right toes. Right, so that's why we're bringing it closer towards the hip. If you can't find the toes, don't worry, catch hold of your leggings or your shorts, your trousers. And if you have caught hold of the toes, try and open up that right shoulder as you push into the left hand without sinking into the left side. Yeah, you want to keep your right hip bone pressing into the mat. One more breath wherever you are. That's it, enjoy it. And then a twist. Release the right arm. Bring the hands back flat. Tuck your left toes and let's take the right leg all the way up to the sky. Bend the knee and open the hip. Awesome, lower your right foot next to the left. All right, so let's go for the other side. Left leg lifts up. Bend the knee, squeeze the heel in, open up the hip there. Yeah, so you're going to bring your left knee to your right elbow. Now try and get that twist and the strength there through your core. You can extend the left leg towards the right side, be on the edge of your left foot. Draw your chest forwards. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Imagine you're trying to drag the left foot towards the right hand. Yeah, but the floor's stopping you and it gives you a little extra stretch. Maybe right fingers forwards. Hold it there, breathing in. Breathing out, right hand down. Left knee to the left wrist. Yeah, now, almost like pigeon. Lower your right knee to the floor. Bring your right foot over to the left side of it. Okay, come onto your fingertips, lift your chest up. This is enough. You can stay here. Or come up, pushing down through your legs, so you're balancing on both legs. How are we doing? Yes, good, lift your arms up. Catch hold of your left wrist with your right hand, lean over towards the right side. So set up the stretch through the left side. Right hand can be on the block. Just behind you, left arm up and overhead, or right hand onto the shin. Yeah, see where you can go here. How much more space have you found? Inhale. Good. Exhale, bring it back. Yeah, good. Hands come down. We get our pigeon. Slide the right leg back. So again, remember, let's bring that left heel close to the left hip. So normally, we're aiming to bring the shin parallel to the floor, parallel to the top of the mat. Yeah, but here, keep it in so we can grab hold of the foot or have more chance of grabbing hold of the foot. Right arm underneath you to the left side, side of the head to the floor. And then left arm can go behind you if you like. Maybe you find your toes. Maybe you find your top of your trousers or your pajamas if you're back in them already. Wherever you are, pushing into the back of the right arm, trying to open up the top shoulder. Good, one more breath. Maybe you can push down to the top of the right foot. Yeah, how does that feel and how does that change things? Release. Get left hand next to the left knee, right hand opposite the left hand. Tuck your back toes and let's take that left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Nice, guys. Lower your left foot next to your right. Come up high onto your toes. Roll yourself forwards into plank. Stay nice and long through the spine. Start to walk your feet to your hands. And then make your way to seated onto the floor. Well done. Good. Have your feet flat. Maybe take the feet out a little bit. Reach your arms forwards and then squeeze your belly button back as you lower your spine down. Control the journey down. All right, bring your heels closer to your bum once you get there. Right foot onto the front of the left thigh. Flex your foot. Open up the right hip. Yeah, how's that feel? You're going to lower, keep this right foot exactly where it is. Lower the outer left leg towards the left side. Flex the foot and try not to put your right foot on the floor. Yeah, so just try and hold it there. Use resistance. Open up the right knee. Breathe into that left side. Actually, the right side. You're crunching the left side. Try not to put that right foot on the floor. Good. Bring everything back as it is to the center. And then slide your right ankle outside of your left ankle. Take your arms out to the side. Bring your knees into your chest. Lift your hips up and move them over to the right. And then let both knees fall to the left. Now, if with the cross of the legs is too much, just uncross them. Breathing in. And breathing out, just slowing it all down now. Lovely. Good, bring your knees back into your chest. Uncross your legs. Now, bring your left ankle on the top of the right thigh. Okay, so how's that feeling for you now? As we move the right leg over to the right side, don't let the left foot land on the floor. Just hover it off the floor. Yeah, so you're using a bit of resistance, a little bit of strength. You're trying to open up that left knee. Breathe into it. Breathe into where it takes you. Coming back to the center. All right, so you're going to slide your left ankle on the outer right leg. And then bring your knees back into your chest. Sit now, lift your hips up and move them over towards the left side. And then let both knees fall to the right. Good. And again, if it's too much, uncross your legs. Right hand onto the outer left leg. Breathing in, expanding into all that space you created. And breathing out. Good. All right, take your time. Bring your legs back to the center. Uncross the legs. Bring the soles of the feet together and knees open, arms up and over your head. Take a moment, breathe into the belly, ribcage, chest. And if this is a moment that you might wonder, mentally or physically, challenge yourself to stay here for this last few moments. Let the breath flow naturally, normally in and out through your nose. Feel where the practice is in your bodies. You're allowed to feel proud of everything that you've achieved today, whether it's in this class or whatever you've been doing today. You know that you've done your best, whatever you have done, whatever your outcome was. It was your best in that moment, and that's good enough. So at this point, you're welcome to continue the practice, maybe get into some back bends while you're nice and warm. But if you've got this 45 minutes and that's all you've got, then you can start to move with me, extending the legs out to the corners of the mat. You're welcome to continue the Shavasana. But we're going to move toes and move fingers. Yeah, so if you need to continue with your day, you can just roll over onto the right hand side. And then slowly make your way up to seated to face the front. Sit in any shape that feels good for you. That's it. With your eyes closed, maybe just move from side to side, forwards and back. How does all that feel? What have you unlocked? What have you found? Bring the palms together, thumbs into your chest bone. Feel the thumbs lift your chest up, helping your posture. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let go of the practice. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Namaste. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And if you have time, let me know how it went. I can't wait to see you live so I can speak to you after a class. But let me know how it went. Hopefully you'll feel good. And if you have any questions, you'll let me know.